Yay!
All right. Hi, boys and girls. I picked out a wonderful story for you. It is called Curious George Goes to the Chocolate Factory. I chose this story for you guys today because I heard that you got to go to a chocolate store today. So we're going to talk about Curious George in the chocolate factory, and you get to tell me about what you got to do today. So here's the front of the book and the back of the book, and our title is Curious George Goes to the Chocolate Factory. Margaret and H.A. Ray are our author and illustrator. If you know what the author does, will you put your hand up? Do you know what the author does?
That writes the pictures.
Oh, really close. That's what the illustrator does. If the illustrator draws the pictures, what does the author do? Do you know, Aubrey?
Makes the words.
You got it. The illustrator draws the pictures, and the author writes the words. Let's read our story. I think you guys are really going to like this one. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George went for a drive with his friend, the man in the yellow hat.
They're actually in a yellow car, not a blue car.
Okay. Look, George, the man said, there's a store in that chocolate factory up ahead. Let's stop for a treat. George loved chocolates. Inside the store, boxes of chocolates were stacked everywhere, but the man with the yellow hat found his favorites right away. George, he said, wait here while I buy these, and please stay out of trouble. And if you want to guess what you think George is going to do next, put your finger on your nose. What do you think George is going to do next in the chocolate factory?
Smell.
Oh, it's his turn right now, okay?
Smell.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Okay, let's turn the page and see. He climbed up to get a better look. Through the window, he saw lots of trays filled with little brown dots. What were those little brown dots? George was curious. He found a door that led to the other side of the window. The little brown dots were chocolates, of course. A tour guide was showing a group of people how to tell what was inside the chocolates by looking at the swirls on top. If you got to see chocolates today at the store, I want you to put both your hands on your head. Did you guys get to see chocolates today at the store? Oh, after we're done with our story, will you tell me about your favorite thing? All right.
Hey.
This little swirl means fudge. And this one that says caramel inside. And this little wiggle is for marshmallow. And the squiggle is for truffle. And this one for nougat. And the sideways curl is for orange fluff. And this one is George's favorite, banana cream. George followed the tour group until they came to the balcony overlooking a room where the chocolates were made. Down below, busy workers picked the candy off the machines and put them in the boxes. I will get your question if you give me just a minute. I know, Benny. I'll show you the pictures in just a second, okay? Oh, thank you. These were the machines that made the chocolate with the swirls on top. The chocolate came out the machines on long belts, but how did they get their swirls? George was curious. If you want to guess what George is going to do next, put your hand up. What do you think George is going to do next?
All
All of them? What do you think?
I think he's going to find where the swirls are.
Maybe. He climbed down from the balcony and up onto a machine. George peeked inside. He was trying to see what was making the swirls when all of a sudden, the chocolate began coming out faster and faster. They sped by him so quickly they seemed to be running on legs of their own. Quick, bring more boxes, yelled a man with a tall white hat. What happened, asked another man. Nobody answered. Nobody knew what happened, and everyone was so busy they didn't notice George. The workers began to fall behind and the candy began to fall off the end of the belt. Save the chocolate, yelled the man. Meanwhile, George saw one of his favorites whiz by. He tried to catch the banana cream chocolate, but it was too fast. He chased it to the end of the belt. At the end of the belt, a pile of chocolates was growing taller and taller. George had never seen so many chocolates. As he searched for the banana cream, he put the others in the empty boxes.
Let me go get medicine.
George was a fast worker. Somebody noticed and yelled, "Bring that monkey more boxes. He's helping us catch up." Not all the chocolates made it to the boxes, but no more chocolates fell on the floor. Just when George and the workers were all caught up, the tour guide ran in, and when the man with the yellow hat, "Get that monkey out of here," he yelled. He's ruining our chocolates." "But this monkey saved our chocolates," explained the worker. Then the man with the tall white hat said to George, "You may have caused some trouble, but you were a speedy little monkey. You deserve a big box of candy for all your help." George was glad he was not in trouble, but he did not take the chocolates. Back in the parking lot, the workers waved goodbye as George and his friend got into the little blue car. "George, are you sure you don't want any chocolates?"
Car, that's a little car.
"Are you sure?"
Yeah,
"I think this is blue."
I think that's little.
The man with the yellow hat said, "Are you sure you don't want any chocolates?" George was sure. Why do you think he doesn't want any chocolates?
Because he,
Look at his picture.
he ate all of them.
He ate all of them. All right, you can turn it off now.